It all started about 5 years ago. At the time, I decided that I was going to have 5 dresses custom made for me. It's quite common and affordable to have clothes custom made in Nigeria, even though the converse is the case abroad. These dresses were for work, and they were all the same style, just in different colors. I already had a dress in that same style with a flamboyant pattern, and although I couldn't wear it to work because it was quite brightly colored, I love the fit. It accentuated my waist, which for me is my best feature. So with the dresses ordered, the wait began. I don't know about you, but when I order or have a new dress being made for me, I keep imagining what the dress will look like when it's finished. So there I was, daydreaming every day of how I would style each dress, add a scarf, silver or gold accessories like earrings, neck chains, bracelets, rings, maybe beads, which wristwatch, which high heeled shoes, which bags, which sunglasses, the whole works. Finally, the dresses arrived. I was quite excited, and even though it was already busy day, I managed to squeeze in a few minutes to try them on. The fitting started, but ended only a few minutes later to my dissatisfaction. For some reason, the dresses were not giving. I was extremely disappointed, and then I sent them back. 1 week later, my tailor returned the dresses, and the same thing happened. She at some point asked casually if I might be putting on weight, and I threw a hissy fit. How could she even conceive of such a notion? Me, gain weight. Me that had been wearing the same dress size for 30 years at the time. The dresses went back and forth a few more times with the same results. She requested for her payment balance, which I remember was about 16,000 naira at the time. And I remember struggling with myself on whether to pay her or not. On the one hand, she had invested time and effort and fabric to make the clothes, but on the other hand, I was so sure at the time that I would never wear these dresses. Eventually, my moral values won, and I paid for the dresses and I kept them at the bottom of my very extensive wardrobe. The whole episode had left a bad taste in my mouth. Our relationship at this time was strained. I made up my mind that I would never make any new clothes with this particular tailor. Not long afterwards, I noticed a very odd development. I began to experience some quite significant water retention and bloating at some points of my cycle, but after which my body would return to its normal size. Gradually, the bloating became prolonged to the point where it could go on for months and then subside for maybe 2 or 3 weeks or less. This was a dark place to be. I was losing my once almost perfect body, and there seemed to be nothing I could do about it. What was especially painful was that I was still exercising daily and eating healthy, and I hadn't expected these changes in my body, like never in my life. Would you believe that it wasn't until just a little while ago that I realized that everything that went wrong was actually signifying the beginning of my journey to menopause? Apparently, my estrogen levels were fluctuating wildly, which was why my waistline was expanding and cortisol hormones were overactive. So it wasn't my tailor's fault. It was perimenopause which had snuck up on me. I'm not proud of the way I behaved when the dresses didn't turn out okay. I owe her a heartfelt apology. Have you had any similar experience where your body changed and you couldn't figure out why? I'd love to hear about it. Click here for more about strange things that perimenopause made me do. Don't forget to be your sister's keeper. See you soon.